Hey guys, it's Ren. Just giving a quick epilogue video to how we did ending off Season 1 for Lord of the Rings Rise to War, server 524. You just see here from the objectives for Season 1, we occupied Dol Guldur. Currently we have 28 regions, 15 needed to win on the 15 region or higher goal. We have our capital and have a ring power of 198. That's level 198, which is not bad given that I had 20 to 30 tiles free for most of the game for military maneuvering and different objectives. Looking at the map, we started here on the west side and we fought with Lindon initially, where we had some fighting right around here, around Hobbiton, and we won. We actually had some good combat results there. And the Flynn leadership, for whatever reason, kind of gave up and went to another server, which was unfortunate. But new leadership in Lindon picked up, and now they're actually friends, looking to join us for Season 2, which is kind of exciting. We had an initial sort of friendly alliance with Angmar up here in the north, and eventually they betrayed us. It happens in war games. And they joined up with Mordor in the southwest, where there was a number of alliances that were joining to prevent the cats from getting Dol Guldur. And for some time they gave us a bit of a hard time in southern Anduin, which is sort of this area here, putting pressure. So we had Gondor, Ereb, and Mordor, sort of three teams team up on the cats from Arnor. And eventually we fought them back. Eventually we sued for peace with Gondor, and had some good fights with Erebor, and eventually sort of settled down. And then we took Dol Guldur, which is still pretty solidly occupied as we're ramping up into the end of the server. And then just for fun, at that point we had about 20 territories, and we had Dol Guldur. We had peace treaties in effect with Gondor and Ereb, and messed around a little bit with Lindon. At one point we took most of the territories and the capital. Their leadership did a good job though, and fought back and actually took their capital back. And from that point on we've actually been kind of friendly. Erebor was fighting with us sort of here and there. Eventually we had a peace treaty, and we put our focuses on fighting Mordor. And we fought ourselves down all the way to the Black Gate. See here, zoom in just a little bit. We kind of snuck our way down here to the Black Gate, had our big epic showdown. I have a video on that on another YouTube, and that basically defeated Mordor, and they sort of seemed to have broken their morale at that point. Then we pushed on through, took over Barad-dûr. Hello, Eye. We were wondering what would happen to the Eye when the blue team took it over. Pretty cool location. Still had some time. We were wondering when the season was going to end, so we went to Mount Doom, and we put a big force around Mount Doom. Now, I had no idea, but Mount Doom has 30 million siege hit points. So take a look here, 30 million, 60 level 50 defenders. It's actually stronger than Dol Guldur, which is 24 million hit points, still 50 defenders, level 60. It's the same amount of defenders, 6 million more siege points. And the tile, if you look at it, is freaking huge. It's a 9x9 tile. So we noticed when we were fighting it, and there's a different video on that as well, much longer turnaround time for the siege, much harder location to capture even than the ring. Then we went and we finished off some kind of cool looking locations. There's the Tower of Cirith Ungol, fought that down pretty quick, and then went to the Green Lazar place, minus Morgul. Conquered that, and that sort of put us in position where we were right next to the Gondor team, where just for kicks, we were sort of chatting each other here. I am Groot. I am Darkclaw. And actually kind of made some good friends with them, the Gondor team. I think will be joining us in Season 2 as well, which we're pretty looking forward to. That's going to be exciting. So for the last week or so, we kind of kicked around a bit. We took over some remaining Mordor territories, including where all the Mumakils are, and did as much of sort of Lumakill hunting and farming as we could manage. Mortar currently is down to 1 tile. And they've been mainly fighting with Erebor recently up here in the northwest, having a good old-fashioned mix-up. We snuck in behind and took the Greater Rune Keep, which is not bad. It's a level 45 defender times 30 keep with 16 million hit points. It's a non-trivial keep to conquer, so we took that earlier today just to finish off the season. Bypassed Rune, Kindland, decided not to take that and let them get at least that part of the season rewards. And another area that's really interesting that we sort of popped into, this is where my settlement ended, is in these really amazing food tile locations on the far east side of the map. And the tiles go on and on and on. We set up a fortress here and then kind of grabbed a bunch of the stronger 300 power, sort of level 13 tiles. You can see I get 108k food per hour, and that's base, that's unbuffed. Set up some forts. So this is just sort of messing around, having some fun at the end of the server. And for kicks, a couple of our guys went into this island here in the Bay of Belfalas. Bishop and Yumi. Let's see here. Dun, dun, dun. Where do they end up parking? Here we go. Sort of in this high tile zone. You can see Yumi, you can see Bishop. And so they're parking here and jokingly saying they retired for Season 1. Good job, guys. Oh, look, Oak is taking a little bit of a tour visiting. And Yumi, Bishop has a pretty clear sign, "Get off my lawn." Pretty funny stuff. Yumi and Bishop, Oak, Kirby, Sig, and Snots, and let's see, Killing Machine. We're all over the place. Same with Bilbo, Meow, Son. I'm probably missing tons and tons of cats who are just all over the place, having a good time. And thanks, guys. It was a really good season. I think we have a lot to be sort of happy about. Most of us were new players in Season 1 to learn, and we know Season 2 is going to be dramatically different. It's going to be a lot more competition. We are probably not going to be one of the strongest fellowships, but hey, let's play the best we can. So heroes-wise, one of my favorite heroes for sure is Galadriel. I did pump her up, and she's pretty awesome, I have to say. I really like her strong heals. I like her high focus damage. She was really great for taking down strong tiles and not having super losses. Gandalf the Grey, respect level 8, very solid. Has some decent equipment. One of my favorite equipments is one where you inflict madness on your opponents every couple rounds. That's a really fun item. Arwen's pretty strong too for NPC tiles, especially strong ones where she can wear down over time. So Galadriel, Gandalf the Grey, and Arwen are sort of a really great combination for taking down NPC tiles. Legolas is just beefy, does massive damage. Respect 9, there was a really nice chest event, and he's great for PvP. He basically just does massive damage to an army of 2 of defenders. Really strong. I'm quite happy with Gandalf the White. I was able to sneak him in to respect level 5 at the end of the season. He's really great with a couple cavalry units. Does a nice heal, has some nice stuns. So pretty happy how he came out. Gimli is great for anti-heal combat. Does really good damage, kind of like Legolas, but he'll prevent healers from healing. Got some work here to go on getting his gear up. Dwalin, very high respect level of 15. He's really solid for monster tiles, like the Balrog and the Dragon. Nice balance of healing and damage, sort of a good all-purpose hero. Theoden, one of my favorites for sure. Strong cavalry, he's fast, does a lot of damage, really great survivability. Have to work on him in Season 2, and really the key to unlocking his greatness is getting the cavalry units available. Others that were still pretty good was Haldir. He's nice, respect level 15, great for archers. He was very helpful taking on eagles and just overall PvP. Eowyn, who's another really strong cavalry hero. Respect 13. Didn't quite get Gil-galad to respect 5. It's a little short in 4 right now. Didn't put him out into the field as much as I would like. I think he's going to be pretty strong with a lot of elf units. I didn't have a lot of elf units. I chose a lot of mounted units and some dwarf units for Season 1, and I was pretty happy with that. Another one I'm looking forward to messing around with in Season 2 is Elrond. So he's respect level 2. Close to 3, but not quite there yet. Elrond here, respect 6, he's pretty nifty. Well balanced, he does some heals. I think he's really good for mixed units. We'll see. And then the rest is sort of just a mixed bag, but pretty happy with the progress of Season 1 and the heroes that we're getting into Season 2 as we wrap the server down. Just wanted to thank the server 524 for a pretty enjoyable Season 1, lots of fun fights, lots of good discussions in chat. You know, thank you, Cats, for really great teamwork, keeping it fun and light. I hear from many that we had a really good time, a lot of good activity. So let's have a good Season 2. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you later. All right.